course, one of the other things that will happen is when they change the sovereign status, which is what they're talking about now, of AAA rated debt down to AA, this brings us all the way back to the key issue of solvency ratios. One of the things that we've witnessed and we've commented on over the past 2.5+ years on the French Connection, 3 years almost now, has been these repos by the central banks, whereby they've taken on the rubbish debt, the worthless debt of these financial institutions and exchanged it for, in quotes, quality debt, i.e. their own sovereign debt, US treasuries, US long bonds, UK gilts. They've done an exchange so that the banks can turn around and say, oh look, we're solvent again. Because the idea of AAA rated sovereign debt is that has, for the solvency ratio purposes of a bank, the same status as holding cash. It's like having cash. But once we downgrade that to sub-AAA, it's not the same as cash, and it will actually then go against Tier 2 capital, which is going to destroy all the solvency ratios of the banks all over again. The major difference this time, of course, is, Darryl, that neither the UK nor the US central banks can handle AAA-rated debt to bail them out.
Well, and that's retroactive on all outstanding debt, because that's part of the contract when you sign up. That any shifts or changes in your status as a debt rating, that changes your relationship to everything that is related to that asset class.
Yep, and every bank that's currently using sovereign debt to prop up its solvency ratios are going to find huge amounts of slippage, and the banks are about to go into crisis all over again. They're keeping it very quiet because all the banks and the rating agencies and the central banks understand as soon as that rating goes down, we're back in crisis in the banks once again.